hair color matters more than we think after 60. Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt like something just didn't feel right, even though your makeup was done and your clothes were just fine? For many women over 60, that subtle off feeling isn't about wrinkles or hairstyles, it's about hair color. As we age, our skin undergoes natural changes. It becomes lighter, softer, sometimes more translucent, and often shows cooler or uneven undertones. Unfortunately, the hair color we've worn for decades, perhaps out of habit, comfort, or nostalgia, can start working against us rather than enhancing our beauty. That's why hair color matters more than we often realize, especially after 60. The wrong shade can drain your complexion, deepen shadows, or harden your features. Even a color that once brought you confidence can begin to feel harsh, dated, or disconnected from how you see yourself today. But the good news is this: a subtle shift in shade can create a surprisingly powerful transformation. Choosing a warmer, softer, or more dimensioned tone can restore balance, light, and life to your face. It can make your eyes brighter, your smile softer, and your overall appearance more refreshed, without trying to look 30 again. This isn't about covering up who you are. It's about aligning your outer look with the wise, radiant woman you've become. Embracing the right color isn't about trends, it's about harmony. It's about choosing tones that work with your skin, not against it. And when you find that color, you'll feel it, you'll see it. And the mirror won't just show your reflection, it will reflect your confidence. 1. Jet black. For many women, jet black hair holds deep emotional meaning. It may be the color you've had since your 20s, the signature look that made you feel bold, beautiful, and powerful. But after 60, jet black might not be doing you the same favors it once did. In fact, it could be unintentionally adding years to your appearance. As we age, our skin softens. It loses some of its natural pigment, firmness, and warmth. Jet black hair, with its intense contrast and inky depth, creates a stark frame around the face, one that can emphasize every fine line, dark circle, or shadow. What once made your features stand out now risks making them look harder and more tired. And if your hair is thinning, a very normal change after menopause, the darkness of jet black only makes it more noticeable as your scalp becomes more visible beneath the strands. Then there's the issue of maintenance. Black hair shows gray roots instantly. There's no forgiving fade, no soft blend, just a harsh line that demands constant retouching. That means more chemical exposure on hair that's likely already more delicate and drier than it used to be. But here's the hopeful part. You don't have to abandon dark hair altogether to see a big difference. Simply softening the shade can work wonders. A rich espresso brown or a soft black with warm undertones can still deliver drama and elegance, but in a way that's more forgiving and flattering. These hues gently frame the face, bring out natural warmth in the skin, and create a smoother, more balanced overall look. Change can be scary, especially when it comes to something as personal as your hair. But this isn't about giving up your identity, it's about evolving it. A subtle shift from jet black doesn't erase who you are, it reveals the best of who you've become. After 60, your beauty is about softness, grace, and authenticity. And your hair color should reflect exactly that. 2. Platinum blonde. There's something undeniably glamorous about platinum blonde. It conjures images of timeless movie stars and polished sophistication. For many women over 60, going lighter feels like a natural choice, especially as gray hair becomes more prominent. But here's the unexpected truth. Platinum blonde, while chic in theory, can often be one of the least flattering choices for mature skin. As we age, our skin loses some of its vibrancy. It becomes thinner, more delicate, and often takes on cooler or uneven undertones. The icy brightness of platinum blonde can exaggerate these changes, washing out your complexion instead of brightening it. Rather than making you look refreshed, it can leave you looking pale, tired, or even ghostly, especially if your natural coloring is already on the fairer side. For women with olive or deeper skin tones, the effect can be equally jarring, creating a mismatched, artificial contrast that draws attention away from your natural beauty. Beyond appearance, platinum blonde is also demanding. Achieving that pale, cool tone requires heavy bleaching, which can damage hair that's already more fragile with age. The result? More breakage, dryness, and dullness. Just the opposite of what most women want. And let's not forget the maintenance. Every 4 to 6 weeks, you'll need touch-ups to manage regrowth and tone down brassiness. That's a significant investment of time, money, and chemical stress. But choosing a lighter hair color doesn't mean going full platinum. If you love blonde tones, consider warmer, more forgiving alternatives like honey blonde, beige blonde, or champagne. These shades add golden warmth and subtle light without draining your complexion. They reflect softness and radiance rather than stark contrast. They also blend better with natural gray and require less aggressive upkeep. At this stage of life, your hair color should do more than follow trends. It should support and reflect your natural beauty. You deserve a color that makes your skin glow, your eyes sparkle, and your whole presence feel uplifted. Platinum blonde might be glamorous, but the real glow comes from finding the shade that loves you back. 3. Vivid red. When bold becomes too loud. Red hair is often associated with energy, boldness, and a flair for the dramatic. So it's no surprise that many women over 60 are drawn to it when they want to refresh their look. Vivid red shades like cherry, copper, or fire engine red can feel exciting and youthful. But while these colors may have once lit up your features, they can begin to work against you as your skin matures. The truth is, vivid reds tend to amplify everything, good and bad. And for women over 60, that means they can inadvertently highlight aspects of your skin you'd rather soften. Mature skin is naturally thinner and often shows more texture, redness, or uneven tones. A bold red hue, especially one with bright or brassy undertones, can make flushed cheeks appear blotchier, exaggerate broken capillaries, and draw attention to fine lines. Instead of bringing warmth and vitality, vivid red can overwhelm your features and create a look that feels forced or harsh. There's also the issue of fading. Red is one of the fastest colors to lose vibrancy. Within just a few weeks, it can shift from bold to brassy or uneven, especially on older, more porous hair. That means constant salon visits, frequent touch-ups, and exposure to drying chemicals. And if you decide to change your color later, vivid reds are notoriously difficult to remove. Transitioning back to something softer or more natural can take time, money, and a lot of damage control. But that doesn't mean you need to give up on red entirely. The key is choosing depth and warmth over brightness. Shades like auburn, cinnamon, or warm mahogany still capture the spirit of red, but in a more flattering, age-appropriate way. These tones blend beautifully with mature skin, enhancing rather than overpowering it. They create a glow rather than a glare, and they're far easier to maintain over time. Red hair can absolutely still be part of your story. It just needs a gentler, more refined voice. With the right shade, you can still express your vibrance, creativity, and confidence, while letting your true beauty shine through. 4. Dark purple. Dark purple hair, deep eggplant, plum, or violet black, has become a popular choice among women seeking to express their individuality and defy age stereotypes. It's bold, edgy, and undeniably unique. But while these tones may seem empowering on the surface, they often do little to flatter mature skin. And in many cases, they can actually have the opposite effect. After 60, our skin naturally loses some of its vibrancy. It becomes more delicate, more translucent, and often develops cooler or uneven undertones. Dark purple, with its cool and unnatural pigment, can exaggerate those undertones, making the skin appear dull, grayish, or even tired. Instead of bringing light to your features, it tends to cast shadows, highlighting under-eye circles, deepening laugh lines, and drawing the eye downward. Another challenge with dark purple hair is that it doesn't exist in nature. That means it creates a sharp contrast with the rest of your appearance. For younger women, that contrast might feel exciting or rebellious. But on mature features, it can come across as jarring or disconnected. Like the hair and the face are telling two different stories. Rather than enhancing your natural beauty, it often competes with it. And the maintenance? High. Purple dyes fade quickly, often turning into uneven, muddy hues within just a few washes, especially on porous, aging hair. Keeping the tone rich and consistent means more trips to the salon, more chemical exposure, and more risk of damage to already fragile strands. And if you ever want to return to a natural tone, purple pigments are among the most stubborn to remove. That said, you don't have to give up on playful color. If you love the spirit of purple, consider lighter, more delicate options like lavender, lilac, or silvery violet highlights. These shades blend beautifully with gray or silver hair, adding personality without overpowering your face. They reflect light, soften features, and offer a modern twist that still feels age-appropriate. Color is a powerful form of self-expression. But after 60, the goal isn't just to be seen, it's to be seen in your best light. With the right approach, you can keep the creativity without losing the elegance. 5. Bold greens and edgy colors. There's a beautiful freedom that often comes with age, the confidence to express yourself without needing validation. For some women over 60, that freedom takes the form of bold, unconventional hair colors like forest green, neon blue, bright orange, or electric teal. These colors can feel empowering, fun, and refreshingly rebellious. But while they certainly make a statement, they don't always make the most flattering one. Unnatural shades like bold greens and blues tend to clash with mature skin tones. Our skin changes over time. It becomes softer, with more visible undertones, often cool, yellowish, or uneven. When paired with loud, unnatural hues, these undertones can become more pronounced in unflattering ways. Moss green might make the skin look sallow. Bright teal can pull out yellow hues. Neon tones can emphasize redness or discoloration. Rather than enhancing your face, these colors can overshadow it, drawing all attention to your hair while taking focus away from your eyes, your smile, and your expression. And then there's the maintenance. Bright fashion colors fade quickly, especially on gray or silver hair. What starts as bold and vibrant can quickly turn patchy, murky, or off-tone. Fixing this requires regular upkeep, chemical processing, and often harsh treatments, none of which are ideal for delicate, aging hair. Over time, these treatments can lead to dryness, brittleness, and thinning, making the trade-off far less worthwhile. Beyond the physical impact, there's also the matter of perception. While these colors certainly express individuality, they may unintentionally project a sense of trying too hard to stay youthful or trendy, rather than embracing your current stage of life with grace and authenticity. Self-expression should feel aligned with who you are, not who you used to be. But don't worry, there's a middle ground. If you love playing with color, consider toned-down, sophisticated versions of these hues. A soft ash brown with smoky green undertones, a muted slate blue blended into silver. Even a silvery lavender glaze can offer character without overwhelming your natural features. These shades maintain your individuality while respecting the beauty of maturity. At this stage of life, the most powerful color is the one that enhances your essence, not hides it. Choose vibrancy that complements your presence, not competes with it. Just because certain hair colors may no longer flatter us doesn't mean we have to settle for dull or unflattering shades. In fact, this stage of life opens the door to beautiful new possibilities, colors that bring warmth, softness, and elegance back into your appearance. Let's explore 3 stunning shades that truly honor and enhance your natural beauty after 60. First up, warm chestnut brown. This timeless hue offers a soft richness that consistently flatters mature skin tones. If there's one color that never fails to add grace and radiance to your look, it's this one. 1. Warm chestnut brown, the soft elegance that never ages. Among the many hair colors that women over 60 can choose from, few are as universally flattering, low maintenance, and quietly elegant as warm chestnut brown. It's not just a color, it's a soft return to harmony. While aging brings wisdom, character, and depth, it also brings subtle changes in our skin tone and facial features. What once worked beautifully at 30 or 40 might now feel too harsh or draining. That's where chestnut brown steps in, not to transform you into someone else, but to gently elevate who you already are. Warm chestnut brown strikes a perfect balance between depth and softness. It avoids the starkness of jet black and the high-maintenance nature of blondes while still offering richness and dimension. With undertones of golden brown, copper, or even soft cinnamon, chestnut shades bring warmth back to the face. This warmth reflects on the skin, creating a glow that subtly softens fine lines, brightens the eyes, and adds vitality to your overall appearance. What makes chestnut brown particularly appealing is how forgiving and flexible it is. For women with gray or silver strands starting to appear, chestnut brown provides a graceful way to blend them in rather than fight against them. Unlike darker shades, which create sharp lines as roots grow in, chestnut shades allow for a more natural fade. You can go longer between salon visits without sacrificing polish or style. Chestnut brown also enhances the texture and fullness of the hair. As we age, our hair often becomes thinner and more fragile. This shade, thanks to its light-reflecting qualities, adds the illusion of movement and depth, making even fine or limp hair appear more vibrant. It doesn't require complicated styling. Whether your hair is in a bob, a pixie, or long waves, chestnut brown brings life to every strand. Another hidden benefit of this color: versatility. It flatters nearly all skin tones, from fair to olive to deep complexions. It also pairs effortlessly with classic wardrobe choices: ivory, navy, olive green, burgundy, giving your entire look a cohesive and timeless appeal. Most importantly, choosing warm chestnut brown is not about chasing youth. It's about embracing vitality, softness, and authenticity. It says, "I know who I am, and I care for myself with intention." It's elegant, grounded, and approachable, much like the women who wear it. For anyone hesitant to make a drastic change, chestnut brown offers a gentle yet powerful shift. It doesn't erase your past, it honors it while helping you move forward with grace and confidence. If you're ready to refresh your appearance without losing yourself, this might be the shade that helps you feel more like you. 2. Light caramel, soft, golden, and glowing. If you're seeking a hair color that brings warmth, radiance, and a subtle sense of luxury without overwhelming your features, light caramel may be exactly what you need. Positioned perfectly between blonde and light brown, caramel tones offer a soft golden hue that flatters mature skin by enhancing your natural beauty instead of masking it. It's the kind of color that whispers elegance, not shouts for attention, a tone that makes people say, "You look so refreshed," without quite knowing why. As women age, our complexions tend to lose a bit of their natural color and vibrancy. Light, bright tones, especially icy blondes, can sometimes wash us out, making the skin appear pallid or tired. That's where caramel comes in. Its golden undertones add just enough warmth to bring your face back to life. It reflects natural light beautifully, creating a gentle halo effect that softens fine lines, enhances cheekbones, and draws the eye upward. The result? A brighter, more youthful appearance, without needing a dramatic overhaul. Caramel is also wonderfully versatile. It pairs well with both warm and neutral skin tones and can be tailored to suit a range of base colors. Whether your hair is naturally dark blonde, light brown, or graying, light caramel can be layered as an all-over color or used in highlights and lowlights to add depth and texture. It's especially effective for women transitioning away from harsh, dark tones or who feel hesitant about going fully blonde. Caramel acts as a beautiful bridge, a way to lighten your look without sacrificing warmth or harmony. What makes this color even more appealing is its relatively low maintenance. Unlike platinum blonde or vivid shades that require frequent salon visits, caramel tones fade gracefully. If you're working with a skilled colorist, your regrowth will blend naturally with your roots, especially if you add dimension through balayage or soft baby lights. That means fewer appointments, less chemical stress, and more time enjoying hair that looks naturally radiant. Styling with caramel is a joy as well. The color enhances volume and movement, making curls, waves, or even sleek straight styles appear more dynamic. It catches sunlight and indoor lighting alike, giving the impression of health and vitality. Best of all, it conveys a sense of confidence without trying too hard, like slipping into your favorite sweater that always makes you feel your best. In your 60s and beyond, your hair color should reflect how you feel, not just how you look. If you're aiming for something that lifts your mood every time you catch a glimpse in the mirror, light caramel might be your golden answer. It's not about turning back the clock, It's about stepping into your glow with warmth, ease, and timeless beauty. 3. Honey brown highlights, subtle, youthful, and full of life. It's sometimes the most powerful beauty transformation doesn't come from a dramatic dye job. It comes from the subtle magic of well-placed highlights. For women over 60, honey brown highlights can be a game changer. They don't scream for attention, but they make a world of difference. Warm, golden, and quietly radiant, these highlights add depth, softness, and light exactly where mature hair and mature features need it most. As we age, our hair naturally loses pigment and density. It can become finer, duller, and more one-dimensional. A solid single-tone color may emphasize that flatness, but honey brown highlights introduce movement and light reflection, breaking up that uniformity and making hair look fuller, healthier, and more alive. Strategically placed around the face and crown, they act like a natural spotlight, lifting your features, brightening your eyes, and softening fine lines. The glow they create is subtle, but the visual impact is remarkable. One of the biggest advantages of honey highlights is their blendability. Whether your base color is soft brown, deep gray, or even silver, warm honey tones can be gently woven in to enhance, not compete with, your natural color. They offer a graceful transition for women not quite ready to go fully gray, or for those who want to keep their silver but still add a touch of light and warmth. Maintenance is another area where honey highlights shine. Because they're close to many natural tones, root regrowth is soft and forgiving. You won't need constant salon visits to keep up the look. Instead, these highlights grow out gracefully, making them perfect for women who want to look polished without the pressure of frequent touch-ups. You can even pair them with lowlights or a glaze to add dimension without going full color. Honey tones also flatter mature skin beautifully. They warm up cool undertones, reduce the appearance of shadows, and create a healthy glow, even without makeup. If your skin tends to look dull or uneven, honey brown highlights can offer a natural brightening effect, especially around the face. They also pair well with most wardrobe colors, from earth tones to jewel tones, giving your overall look a cohesive elegance. Styling your hair becomes easier too. These highlights bring out the texture and curls, enhance the shape of a layered cut, and add vibrancy to even the simplest styles. Whether your hair is short, shoulder length, or long, honey highlights adapt, giving you flexibility without fuss. Ultimately, honey brown highlights aren't just about color, they're about expression. They say you're confident, vibrant, and completely in touch with who you are. If you're looking for a soft yet impactful way to enhance your look without starting from scratch, these glowing strands might be the perfect place to begin. Conclusion: embrace color that honors who you are today. Hair color is far more than a beauty choice. It's a reflection of identity, self-care, and how we see ourselves in the mirror. For many women over 60, there's a powerful realization that begins to take shape. The shade that once defined you in your 30s or 40s might no longer serve who you are today. And that's not a loss. It's an opportunity. An opportunity to choose color intentionally, to align how you look with how you feel, and to celebrate the woman you've become, not the one you used to be. For decades, hair color was often chosen out of habit or societal pressure. We clung to jet black, platinum blonde, or vivid reds because they were familiar, youthful, or simply part of our routine. But aging brings wisdom, and with it, the clarity to see when something is no longer enhancing us. That's where hair color can become a powerful tool for empowerment, not just appearance. Choosing a softer, warmer, or more dimensional tone isn't about giving up, it's about evolving. Today's best shades for mature women, like warm chestnut brown, light caramel, or honey brown highlights, don't fight against aging. They work with it. They restore glow to the face, soften the edges of time, and add lightness without trying too hard. These colors don't shout. They whisper elegance, confidence, and ease. They say, "I know who I am, and I love who I've become." The beauty of embracing the right color at this stage in life is that you don't need dramatic changes to make a dramatic impact. A subtle highlight, a shift in tone, or a soft blend with your natural gray can uplift your entire look. It's not about erasing your age, it's about reflecting your vitality and presence, your story and experience. It's about showing up fully and unapologetically in every season of life. What's more, the right hair color can make your routine easier. Lower maintenance shades grow out more gracefully, demand less frequent touch-ups, and are gentler on delicate hair. That means more time enjoying your life and less time worrying about regrowth or salon schedules. It's beauty that works with your lifestyle, not against it. At the heart of it all, hair color after 60 isn't about trends or expectations. It's about alignment. About choosing shades that honor your features, your skin tone, your energy, and most importantly, your spirit. Whether you're embracing warm tones, exploring highlights, or simply softening your longtime favorite shade, make sure it's a choice that feels like you today. Because the most beautiful version of you isn't in the past. She's right here, right now, and she deserves to.